Hello everyone and welcome to episode 11 of the Beginner series. Today we are going to start building our Rift Beasts team. So let's start with the Fire Beast. Before starting, let's talk about what you need to know to build a Fire Beast team. Every Rift Beasts consist of 3 stages. In our case, for the Fire Beast, the first stage is when the boss is immune to harmful effects, and he summons 8 fire minions. Here is what you want to focus on, is having AoE skills. The second stage is where the boss goes into groggy state. While in this state, he is no longer immune to harmful effects. So this is the stage where you need to do the damage. The groggy state has a limited amount of turns. So in order to get SSS, you need to do around 2.4 million damage before this stage is over. The third stage is same as the first one, but he will deal more damage. Also, besides the summon minions skill, the other skill you need to be aware of is his Thorn of Despair. This skill will do damage only to your frontline units, dealing more damage the less defense they have. The other thing you need to be aware of is his passive. The passive increase the damage dealt by water units by 50%, while also decreasing the damage they take by 50%. Also increasing the damage taken by wind units by 50% while also doing 50% less damage. The first unit I decided to use is Water Geralt. I went with him because he deals good damage on his S3 while also having an AoE second skill. The second unit is Lapis. I went with her for her S1 and S3 AoE damage to try as much as possible to have an AoE skills available when the fire minions are summoned. For the third unit, I went with Riley for healing and attack buff. Even if she will receive 50% more damage, that should not be a problem. The fourth unit is going to be Kaz the Water Samurai. He is a fusion unit, so he's accessible to everyone. I used him because he deals decent damage while he also provides an extra AoE. Our fifth unit is Crow. I used him for his big single target damage, which is also providing us branding, also his S2 team. Up has the chance of pairing with Lapis for even more chances to have AoE damage. For the sixth unit, I use Raukyu just for some extra damage, and also his team up for another chance to team up with Lapis. Now let's see how a run goes.
Upstream, are you with me? Round up, rainbow, glitter in the city, rushing through me. Downpour, upstream, are you with me? Feel it.
We got a pretty decent clear, The score you need for SSS is 3.5 million, and we managed to get a little more than that. Now let's try a 30 times run to see if it's consistent. As you can see, we managed to get a 4.3 million average, which is well over the 3.5 million we were going for, but unfortunately it's not always clearing the stage. Even with all our AoE skills, sometimes our units are not using them, and the minions kill our team, but that's a low chance of happening. Let's see the score on all runs.
In the city, rushing through me. Downpour, upstream, are you with me? Feel it. Round up, rainbow.
As you can see, our team wiped 4 times as I said. It's a low chance of happening, but it will happen a few times. But that doesn't mean our team is not working. It's definitely a good team for now. Of course, we will improve that in the future, but for where we are in the game is more than enough. The best units you can use if you want to increase your damage are the Water Twins, Sabrina and Talia. Also, another unit you can use to increase your damage is Xianlin the Water Kung Fu Girl. Now that we have a decent Fire Beast team, let's focus on the Ice Beast. Same as the Fire Beast. The Ice Beast also has 3 stages. First one again, where the boss is immune to harmful effects. The second stage, the groggy state, where you need to do the damage. And the third stage, same as the first one. But this time, we don't need to focus on AoE skills as the Ice Beast applies a freezing roar which increases the damage. You take the more freezing air is applied. To counter the freezing roar, you want to have attack bar increase and speed buff. So Bernard or Mav are one of the best choices for this. The other thing you want to focus on is his passive, same as the Fire Beast. The Ice Beast increases the damage dealt by wind units by 50%, and also reduces the damage taken by 50%, while the fire units take 50% more damage and do 50% less damage. Now let's see what team I decided to use. The first unit is going to be Riley. Again, I used her for healing and attack buff. As I said, Bernard is a great unit here, so he is going to be our second unit. Unfortunately, I didn't have energy to second awaken him, but that is not a problem for now. Of course, he would deal more damage, but this should be good enough. For the third unit, I used Crow for his big damage on his third skill. The fourth unit I went with is Ling Ling, the Wind Kung Fu Girl. She's a fusion unit and is accessible to everyone and also deals good single target damage. The fifth unit is Argan the Wind Vampire. He's another fusion unit with good single target damage and also pairs very well with Crow because he applies a lot of harmful effects, and Crow and him deal more damage the more harmful effects the enemy has. And for the sixth unit, I used Ardella. She is one of the best 3-star damage dealers and also provides a 35% wind attack leader skill. Now let's see how a run goes. Again, we managed to get over 3.5 million damage. Now let's do a 30 times run and see if it's consistent. As you can see, we managed to get 5.2 million average, which is more than enough for now. Let's check every run now. As you can see, this time we had all completed runs, and from watching them I could say this team is pretty much 100% to clear the dungeon. Also, if you would like to increase the damage, you could use Talia and Sabrina again. Also, another great unit for Ice Beast is Hreisvelg. For now, those are the only teams I completed, but by tomorrow at least 2 more will be completed. It will take me a little bit of time because I want to fuse Beiliger and Xiongfei. I hope you enjoyed this video and it was helpful. If you have any suggestions, don't forget to leave them in the comments also. If you don't want to miss any future uploads, make sure to subscribe. And let me know if you would like to explain the dungeons a bit more, like I did today, or if you just want to see the teams. See you next time.